Jesus Tab Nation, welcome back to another Tab is a Tech Reviews, where I give you the latest tech and just tech overall on what I think about most devices and stuff like that. Now, today we will be talking about the 5 reasons why I think the iPhone SE destroys the iPhone 16 Pro Max. The iPhone SE is objectively not better than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. However, there's a lot of stuff that the iPhone SE does better objectively than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. No, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is a 6.9-inch OLED Super XDR display, 120 Hz refresh rate, faster refresh rate. Slow refresh rates go down to 1 Hz. Faster. It has better capabilities, better camera across the board. But there are like literally things in the iPhone SE which makes it a great phone. If the fact that you have iOS 18 till this day that you can actually use on the iPhone SE, it worth being talking about that this phone is literally underrated. And I just wanted to delve deep. Now, these 5 reasons won't be in alphabetical order. Okay, it can be 5 random reasons, but it's 5 reasons nonetheless that makes this iPhone SE worth it in 2024, 2025, or until at least they release the latest iPhone SE. Now let's get straight into the video. Do not forget to subscribe. So before we get started fully, Tab Nation, I want to just give you guys like some key differences between both phones. Now, as I said before, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is literally, I don't really like to use the term beast until I can find a better term. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is just a beast over the iPhone SE. So the iPhone SE is from the year 2020. This is Apple's 2nd generation SE, and funny enough, it actually runs iOS 18.1 even, because right now you have iOS 18.1. That was another update that Apple sent out, and this still supported till this day. We'll be getting into that very soon. As I said, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is just overall the better buy, but not everybody have a 16 Pro Max budget. A lot of people, I do know for a fact, have an iPhone SE budget. And not just that, a lot of people out there, really and truly, I'm going to be honest with you, most likely do not need anything more than an iPhone SE because of what this phone can do and the capability the phone has. I'm going to get into that very soon. So, as you can see, the key difference is the iPhone 16 Pro Max obviously dwarfs the iPhone SE by a mile. Obviously, a way bigger phone. We're going to turn the phones over. But after, we're going to turn it back over to the back. We're going to focus on the back a little bit. So, let's start with the iPhone SE. The iPhone SE is made out of glass. And I don't know if it's Gorilla Glass or whatever. Update me if you guys have the information. Comment it down below. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, and like the video. Jesus. Made out of glass. It has one single camera ring right here. It is made out of aluminum all the way around. These are the antenna bands you're seeing right here. USB, not USB, lightning. It has a lightning port connector. So if you love and used to enjoy the lightning port, you're gonna still get your lightning port. You got your microphone and speaker grill at the bottom. You got your little speaker grill up in the earpiece right here. And you got a SIM tray, so you can actually put a SIM card in. And then with the iPhone SE as well, you still got your, remember this notification slider to silence or make notifications active, which ironically a lot of people miss and love those type of features. And last but not least, Touch ID that we're gonna get into very soon. No, when you just hear that, bro, listen to that shit. I'm already mad in the Tab Nation. I'm taking it easy right now because we haven't got like fully into the why the iPhone SE is better. But that is literally one reason that I love that iPhone SE has over the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I'm not gonna tell you guys soon. anytime soon until you have to watch the entire video, bro. Just put it that we're getting there. Now, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is Apple's latest flagship device. It's a 6.9-inch OLED Super XDR display with ProMotion, which simply means 120 hertz refresh rate screen, but Apple just call it ProMotion, which basically the device does this. It's just very smooth. If you notice it, if you compare with the iPhone SE, like on camera, it probably don't even look like it doesn't really look like there's much difference in the scrolling, but in person, you will definitely see the 120 hertz refresh rate. Very, I can literally, it's a big difference. What I'm saying, it's there's no comparison when it come on to like the displays. It has a 60 hertz display, the iPhone SE, and it's a 4.7-inch LCD Retina display. Apple love to give things the most opinion to sell the product, but it's just simply LCD. But it is a beautiful looking LCD because Apple just know how to do stuff right, even with their smallest budget phone, which you can actually get for under $200. And I will tell you how. So stay tuned by the end of the video so I can give you guys some info on it. So let's jump over back to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It houses the new camera control button that Apple doesn't want to call button. A camera test and review will be coming up soon, so you guys want to subscribe to that as well because I have so much to talk about this button. This is made out of titanium and it should be Gorilla Glass 5 or 6 or something like that. No. There's no way I'm gonna disrespect Apple like that. I think Apple has this crazy name for their glass, which they're saying that it is their toughest glass yet. So there you go. It's a triple setup. You got your ultra wide camera, 48 megapixel this year. You got your new fusion camera, which is 48 megapixel as well, but it shoots 24 megapixel by default, which is super OP because you don't necessarily need 48 megapixel if you're just trying to do like simple shots. And then you got your optical 5 times zoom, which is 12 megapixel, but it's a great camera nonetheless for portrait shooting and stuff like that. So anyways, without any further ado, you guys here to see why the iPhone SE destroys the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So I don't need to be talking this much. I've been talking for 6 minutes. So now let's get into the real nitty gritty of why you guys are here on the video. Anyways, affordability. The iPhone SE dwarfs the iPhone 16 Pro Max in affordability. The truth is, in 2024, not everybody have $1,200 to throw out on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I sure don't. I'm literally paying for this every month. I'm paying for this phone monthly, right? I did not have the cash to pay for it right out, right there. You know what I'm saying? So thank God for America where you can do stuff like that, right? So even if you can't find a way around that, okay, you can get a 16 Pro Max, but still, a lot of people I know for a fact has at least $200 cash right now. And you can go to Walmart.com, right? But let's go to Walmart.com together. Walmart.com. And then and you can also do this in Jamaica as well, because I know for a fact that you can have like different shipping company that basically will do some shipping for you if you're in Jamaica. No matter where you are in the world, you can order anything. Trust and believe me. Okay? You can go to Walmart.com, just to give you guys an example. And you can literally get the iPhone SE, second generation from 2020 for $125, $127. Bumbleclaw, $96, $97, bro, 120. I'm done talking. You guys see for yourself. No. If the fact that you can go to settings right here, you can go to settings. Let me show you something real quick. You go to settings. That phone that costs less than $200, that you're literally getting iOS 18, FaceTime, iMessage, the home button. better sounding haptics, right? We get in there. We get in there. All the angle, all the angle. But anyways, you literally getting every single iPhone features you can think of from just a simple iPhone user for less than $200. Now, why the hell would you want to go out there and splash $1,200 on an iPhone 16 Pro Max? I do this because I am a power user. So what I need a phone for versus the average user, you can't necessarily compare it. When I talk about battery life, display size, heavy workload, vlogging, you name it. You know what I mean? So I can understand where I'm coming from, or a person who's coming from if you're a power user. But the truth is, and the matter of the fact is, not everybody have $1,200 to splash out on a phone in 2024 at least. Okay, so if you're looking for a iOS device and you want to spend less than $200 and you do not mind this groundbreaking uppity like comfortable size in our phone, it's such a one, I call this a one-handed hero. That's what the iPhone SE is, a one-handed hero, because it's so uppity in terms of like using the one hand. Like, it's so dope using it one-handed. Now the iPhone 16 Pro Max is super big, right? But I got medium-sized hands, so it's okay. It's fine for me personally. But not everybody have a medium-sized hand, and not everybody necessarily want a big display. You see what I'm saying? And not everybody want a display that costs $1,200. This phone is literally less than $200. And if you can get this and it still operates and runs super smooth, as you guys can see, I can show you. Look how fast this shit is, bro. Look how fast this is. Look at this. Look at this shit. This is the iPhone SE. This phone was from 2020. Now it's 2024. There you go. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys like a quick rundown. So affordability, the iPhone SE second generation, it was priced well under a flagship, like it was priced well under flagship models. For example, flagship iPhone 16 Pro Max, making it a great choice for budget conscious users, especially if you're coming from Android and you want to try something new. The iPhone 16 Pro Max, on the other hand, comes with a high price tag due to its advanced features that, I'm gonna be honest with you, most of you guys do not need those features. Okay, with a high price due to advanced features, and that price difference can be a deal breaker for some. And I know for a fact you guys going to that would be a deal breaker if you go inside of like a regular retail store that sells phones, or they're selling service, and you're trying to choose a iPhone and you literally just got like $200 in your name. Come on. You can run iOS 18 on your 2020 device that costs less than $200, and you can use FaceTime and iMessage and everything up throws at it. And may I remind you, the iPhone SE has a wonderful camera system, which is unbelievable to me, that this little camera ring right here, this small little camera, sometimes even competes with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I don't know how Apple does it, man. Apple is just, they're so way ahead of their competition that getting their cheapest phone is still better than most Android phones that cost 600, 700. No, okay. I guess if you break it down, it can be subjective based on your preferences and the limitation that Apple gives to you. But in terms of simplicity and straightforwardness, for the price of what you're paying for what you're getting, you're just not going to get that in an Android phone. And I'm an Android lover. This is the Samsung Galaxy S24. So I'm not just talking just to get views and stuff like that. We're gonna jump into the next thing. Compact and lightweight design. Why I say that is the iPhone 16 Pro Max, I think, is 2.28 grams or 228 grams. If I should say so myself. And yeah, it's, for me personally, when you gotten used to like holding a phone like this for so long, the weight, you kind of, the weight doesn't feel necessarily that bad. Like for me personally, it doesn't feel that weighty. But if you're a person for the first time about to pick up both phones, you're gonna obviously say the iPhone SE is lighter, which for obvious reason. Look at the sizes. Okay, it's made out of titanium. Aluminum is way much lighter. Titanium is light, and it is actually lighter than stainless steel that previous iPhones were built out of before, from the 14 Pro Max and before ones, go right back to the iPhone 12 Pro Max if I'm not mistaken. So lightweight and compact design. Compact basically meaning the small 4.7-inch display, and you can literally get all of the, look at the camera. Tabnation, look at this shit, man. This was just a simple shot. Look at the camera details from the iPhone SE. So that's what they mean by compact design. Let's take one let's take one of the beast. And by the way, Tabnet, let me hold on, Tabnet. Listen to this shit. Cause I'm so pissed at Apple. Listen to this. Bro, listen to that shit. Listen to that. I'm not even joking. Look, listen to this. I'm not turning the volumes up. The volumes are literally up. Apple, you need to explain this to us as iPhone users. I don't fucking get this. Listen, hold on. Listen to this. And listen to this shit. Oh, that camera control button, man. Bro, what the fuck is that? Apple. Listen, we're gonna get into that tablet. That's part of the haptics. I'm gonna calm down. Because I'm not gonna lie. I am personally bothered by this. I'm not supposed to be paying $1,200 for a fucking iPhone that a phone that costs less than $200 has better sounding haptics. It's crazy, even with notifications. I wish I could have gotten some notifications right now so you guys could hear it. Matter of fact, let me turn this shit off. I'm gonna see if I can receive anything so you guys can hear it for yourself. But anyways, let's stay on track, Tab Nation. Whoosah. Yes, so lightweight and compact design. It's very small, so it's easier to use. You got your home button right here, which I'm going to get into very soon. It's like a button and not a button at the same time because of the capabilities it can do. The iPhone SE compact, lightweight and design is easy to use, one-handed. In contrast, the 16 Pro Max is larger and heavier due to its large screen and enhanced camera system, which you'd be surprised the camera has a lot to do with the iPhone 16 Pro Max weight. And for those who prefer a more packable, friendly phone, the iPhone SE is a clear winner, and it destroys the iPhone 16 Pro Max. You cannot deny that the iPhone SE is not smaller and easier to fit in the pocket, just simply off physics. Come on, it's physics. Look at the sizes. Anyways, home button with Touch ID. No, this is very debatable because a lot of people love Face ID. I love Face ID as well. But also, I don't mind a nice, sweet Touch ID. I would love that Touch ID. I would still love if Apple would just embedded the Touch ID. Bro, you guys copy each other all the time. You guys copy Samsung copy you guys. Listen, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not biased towards phones. I love Android. Okay? So I would not mind if you guys copy something from and you guys don't even need to copy it because you guys had the technology before. So you guys could easily embed it in right here, Apple. I swear to God, Apple, I would love if you guys embedded Touch ID in the display. You guys would you guys would have already had the most secure and most advanced Touch ID because that's how you guys do it. So the iPhone SE has the home button and a Touch ID system that works flawlessly. And not every single time, not every person who wakes up always want to be looking at their phone. So just imagine you wake up one day, right? I'm gonna give you guys a perspective in buying the iPhone SE. You wake up one day and you know these Samsung or these not Samsung, you know these displays nowadays, it can be extremely bright for your eyes, especially if you're just waking up. It houses the A15 Bionic chip. That was one of Apple's fastest chip, and which is ironically that chip is still faster than a lot of phones these days. So my point of what I'm trying to say is Apple, the phone is a tremendous phone. The chip, like this, a phone like this shouldn't even have a chip that goddamn fast, bro. Look how fast the phone is. So that's the compact, and I'm gonna give you guys an example about the home button. So let's go to settings, and we're gonna go to home button. So home button basically it's a button, right? But it's a button with haptic. And what haptic is, based on how you press that button, it gives you a different haptic or a different click or a different feel, so to speak, where if just you can literally have different ways of how you use the button based on your click patterns, which is crazy how Apple engineered something like this in a phone like this, which technically they had in their iPhone 6s, their iPhone 7s, iPhone 8s, you name it, all the iPhone that has the button. But the fact that they had this type of technology back then that no one else basically could have come close to, and you can still get that in an iPhone SE second generation that runs iOS 18 in 2024, it's a no-brainer. It easily destroys the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Lightweight, home button, touch ID, and affordability. 3 reasons already. Come on. Anyways, battery simplicity. No. When you talk about battery, obviously you cannot compare the battery with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But the reason why it destroys the iPhone 16 Pro Max is the size. I'm going to give you guys some context. Now, if you have the iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is 6.9 display with Super XDR Pro Motion, 120 Hertz to be exact, versus a 4.7 LCD Retina display, obviously you need the battery in an A18 Bionic Pro chip that runs this beast. You need tremendous battery life. The iPhone SE on the other hand, you do not need that much battery based on what you're doing or what your capabilities of using this phone for. What, taking a couple photos, you know what I mean? Checking your Instagram, checking your email. That's all you do. So that's basically what most people gonna do using an iPhone SE, if we're being real. So you don't necessarily need the biggest battery in your phone, which means you don't need all that extra shit in your phone, because all you need is just a compact phone with a good enough battery that can last you a day. And with a phone like this that once you have a 90%, let me give an example. My battery right now is trash. I don't have the best battery right now. But if you have a battery with battery health of right here, battery health, say let's say I need service, you need a battery health with at least 90% or more. So even if you get an SE, make sure you always check your battery health to see where it's at, so you guys can get the best optimization of your phone. Because always remember, if your phone is running kind of slow or sluggish, it doesn't necessarily mean that you need a new phone all the time. You just need a new battery, because the battery is what really power the phone, so you can get the best out of your phone. But let's not get sidetracked on what we're talking about. Any battery that's from 90% or more in terms of your battery health, you have a great iPhone SE in your pocket. And that's what I mean by battery simplicity. While it doesn't last as long as the 16 Pro Max, the iPhone SE smaller battery charges faster and doesn't require as much power. It doesn't require as much power. A18 Pro chip, 120 Hertz display, OLED, that needs battery. So don't ever make these companies fool you. These phones is running the best of the best technology, so it needs battery, and it still doesn't have the best battery life, because I hate the battery life on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I hate it, because for what they're giving us inside of the phone, it just needs better battery life, in my opinion at least. Okay, so the iPhone SE, you don't need all of that extra features, so the battery is simple enough for you. Comprende? All right, so straightforward without all that extra bullshit. That's number 5 on the list. The number 5 stuff, or the number 5 stuff that easily destroys the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Okay, so I'm gonna read something from a blog real quick. Straightforward features without extra. The SE focuses on essentials without many of the extras, like ProMotion display. I was talking about 120 Hertz display. Okay, and multiple cameras, triple camera. You do not need a triple camera if you're just a simple user. LiDAR, meaning where you can scan and do a lot of different stuff with your camera, where you can show an OS design, you can basically measure cabinets, stuff like a lot of stuff you can do with this thing right here. We're gonna get into that one day. And that might be unused. You might go and not use these things ever. ever, because not a lot of people uses phone features. Not everybody is like me who uses phone features. Okay, so this makes it a straightforward device that provides reliable Apple quality without the complexity of high-end features that you don't need. So, in simple terms, you don't need all that extra bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, number one, we're gonna go over the 5 reasons the iPhone SE destroys the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Affordability, less than $200. That's literally a fraction of $1,200. That's like you're saving 96%, right? Getting the same exact features. And let me give you something, an example so far. Look at the speed. Even the iPhone SE literally just opened up, and I'm gonna give you the part that I've been angry about in the end. We're just gonna go over the all 5, and I'm gonna show you some simple stuff that the iPhone SE just does better than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Okay, but let's just for fun, let's open up some stuff, and I'll show you how fast the iPhone SE is still till this day. A18 or A15 versus the A18. No, it opens YouTube quicker, but the fact that the SE still opens the apps way faster and smoother than 90% of other apps out here, it's mind blowing. Okay, let's go and try Gmail. It opens Gmail faster. You guys could see that lifetime. So it does open some apps faster. So don't let Apple fool or trick you guys into always buying your latest and the greatest. Because the truth of the matter is, you don't need it. Number 2, compact and lightweight design. We spoke about it. It's very compact. It's very lightweight, easy to hold, and it's just more comfortable holding than a much bigger, heavier phone. Number 3, home button. Tab bezel. I'm calling my goddamn self in third person. Tab Nation. Like, who doesn't like the home button? Okay. Number 4, battery simplicity. You don't need all of that battery for the extra bullshit that you don't necessarily need in terms of features anyways. Number 5, straightforward features without all the extra bullshit. Meaning straightforward features, meaning like, bro, you just want to go up on YouTube and watch a video. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to check your mail. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to check your credit, depending on where you are. You just want to do simple stuff with all that extra crap. Okay? No. Let's get into the part. I'm kind of calm now, but I'm still angry at the same time. And Tab Nation, I'm going to show you guys something real quick. Pay attention, Tab Nation. Listen, I want you guys to fucking listen. I'm sure I'm not making this up. I paid $1,200 to $1,300 for this phone. This phone is less than $200. Literally. I showed you guys before. Listen this. What the fuck? Listen, Tab Nation. What the fuck? There is no way the iPhone SE has a much better sounding haptic than the iPhone 16 Pro Max that came out in 2024. Shit like that is confusing to me. Listen to cameras. Just listen to this shit. Tell me which one sounds more premium. Guys, listen. Listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. What the fuck? There is no way. I wish I was getting some notification. I might do. If you guys want to see a part 2 of this video, by the way, please subscribe and have me know. Let me know if you guys want to see something, another thing, because we can get into the haptics and talk all night, all day, all morning. You see how early I'm actually recording this video? So it goes to show you, work never stops, Tab Nation. I do this for you guys so we can all grow together and stuff like that. But my point exactly is, what you're getting in this phone, you don't need all of this extra shit, because the fact that you have better sounding haptics, you have better sounds overall in terms of like what you do on a day-to-day. It's just crazy. It's unbelievable that you pay less than $200. You pay $1,200 plus to get this. Versus that, like this literally sounds more premium. I think, put it on silent. This sounds way more premium. Like this sounds what $1,200 should sound like when you close your phone. This sounds like what $1,200 sound like when you're taking a picture or recording a video. Not this bullshit right here. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What? Anyway, stop this, Sean. Thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to just share with you guys 5 reasons the iPhone SE destroys the iPhone 16 Pro Max. As I said, the iPhone 16 Pro Max, by the end of the day, it's my main driver. It's my most favorite phone ever. I love this phone. You know what I mean? But you have to be honest when you come on to telling people what to buy and how to buy. And not everybody need a phone like this, to be honest. And not everybody should ever get a phone like this, especially when you're not trying to spend that much, obviously, on a phone. Because not everybody uses their phone. I use this phone to do everything. Videos. I work on my phone because I make deliveries. I have clients and stuff like that. I deliver people to airports. I buy groceries for people. This, that, and the third. Okay, so this phone is a beast for me, but not everybody does that. You have a little doctor who just want a small little phone in them hand, who just want to just chill. You have a little nurse who ain't got no time for you take out that heavy ass phone every single minute while I'm on the floor or whatever. A construction worker, you want something that's a bit durable, that you don't have to be worrying about spending that much money that some cement might fall on it and you hurt it. You lose two. You would rather want to lose $200 than $1,200. Simple. That's logic. That's logical thinking right there. Okay, so the iPhone 16 Pro Max is my main driver, but it doesn't have to be your main driver. You can get an iPhone SE 2020 second generation for less than $200 that still runs iOS 18, which runs iOS 18. Let's go. That still runs iOS 18.1, meaning you still get the latest software updates in a phone that came out in 2020 that costs less than $200.